Hello everyone, and firstly, Happy Republic Day. This is a video in which, basically I made this because Age of History 2 Definitive Edition released. And, yeah, you may be wondering why I'm recording this in voiceover. It is because I accidentally forgot to turn off the music in the actual recording, which is why sometimes you'll hear this loud music just blaring in the background. And also, my voice sounds like absolute crap. You will still be hearing my reaction to the to what's going on. So yeah, but in case you're wondering about why the hell I am doing this review, well, partly is just in case the War Thunder video doesn't release, which it should. And, yeah. But also, I do have a mod for Age of History 2 called the Antifa map. So, basically, I felt as if I don't do any videos on this game. I'm not planning on doing any videos on this game. I might as well just get this done and just, I guess, cash in on cheap views. So, you will still be hearing me in voiceover, but you will also see, like, my actual, like, live reaction with the bad music in the background. I never really was a fan of the background music in Age of History 2. But anyways, here it is. Hope you enjoy. At the moment, but like, oh shit. Oh god. That wasn't even okay. I am running this on Sony Xperia 1 Mark II and push it to its limit, see what there is, and Macedonia actually has a leader. But in fact, they actually updated some of the, they did update some of the leaders. Okay. The ones that were already in the game, or at least the ones that, were the same leaders from before, those, they still keep their normal portraits. We've got, oh yeah, it's 2018, I'm not, but then Frederick Mertz is, so why is Theresa May leader when... Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. So some of the leaders are changed. Okay, hello, it's me again. Some of the leaders that were held over from the previous game do get updated later on. But I feel as if what the Lucas has done is that he just added the leaders on top of the nations and then called it a day. Like, that is easier than like individually just deleting all of them and then updating the leaders, but still, I'm like, you're expecting people to pay for this game, you would expect a bit more work on this, but this is like mainly a pet peeve of mine. Okay. And then, okay, Moonjay, oh god, look at, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, they didn't exactly update some of the leaders. Yeah, that title for Moon Jae-in is still there. That wasn't even something I was planning on doing. I forgot that he had that there was that little typo there, but Jong-un, okay, I think that one was also from the previous game. I'll just do classic. AI aggressiveness, okay, some of those are borrowed from the other mods. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, World of Chaos. Okay, this is roulette. Alright, this, I haven't really updated the UI, so I'm not really gonna throw too much of a tantrum about why is the X button that small. Like, the UI looks fine, it's based off of Age of History 3. Never mind. Oh, that's a lot of money for us. Why is it that much to change our thing? They actually did add a thing though, okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna update, you know, just the usual. But I just wanna check something. Okay, I'm not gonna throw too much of a tantrum about the bugginess of this, but yeah, this is laggy. Yeah, okay. Must be kept at 13%. It is at the minimum. Like, this is good enough. So why do I have this? I don't know. And I just realized that was administration that I boosted up, not military upkeep. Wunderbar. Okay, so far no issues with the turn. I think this is actually pretty fast for me. But yeah. Now the candor, why they okay. Why is okay, there's actually a lot of different religions you could choose, and fetishism. Okay, cool, I guess we're becoming... Oh yeah, it's up there. Boom. We're becoming a true... Why is that... Okay, there's that ideology there, I'm just gonna ignore that. Right. Now... As much as I wanna be friends with the North, I also can't really tolerate the fact that they take up half of the peninsula, which... Okay, the bugged provinces are still there, that's cool. Yeah, even here. Okay. Alright. Okay, I see what's going on. That's, okay, why is there so much more of that random stuff? I don't need to worry about that. Wait, why is Mongolia huh? Hello there, it is me again, and yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Mongolia had an alliance with North Korea, so yeah, I just completely missed that because like the alliance thing is situated like completely differently from the vanilla game. So yeah, that threw me off course, but eventually I do realize about that. Fuck it. How about that? I don't want to send too many people because I fear that that thing from before might happen, and hang on, wait a minute. Mongolia? Oh, they were in an alliance? They capitulated, and yep, I can't take everything. Then war reparations. Basically just Alright, in case you're wondering what I will eventually be surprised about here. In the vanilla game, if you vassalize someone after a war, then there is no treaty, so you could just straight up annex them, which makes it easier for situations like this. You can't do that in this game, and this is basically my reaction to finding out about that. You can't You can't cheat them out. Okay. Fun. I guess I have to wait until the Okay, wait, that was a lot more than I initially thought. And they don't. Huh? Okay. Okay, so my main issue with this was that, like, in situations where you cannot, for some reason, annex the whole country after you completely capitulate them, you have to, like, go into numerous wars just to actually fully integrate them into your country. And because of that, I have, like, a further 2 wars against them to basically fix this. And yeah, so already we already have, like, my first main issue with this game. Either if it was kind of my fault for vassalizing them in this peace treaty, but yeah. You basically have to do much more work to actually get the first task you want done. And although there was, like, some other stuff, like, that were changed, like the UI doesn't just blindly go to war with a country just because you offer them a trade deal with nothing in return for them declaring war on someone you can't get to. Yeah. And yeah, that is definitely a unified Korea. A can't form Korea apparently. I'm not sure if it's only the North that can do it. Yeah, Korea is unified under me, or under the Fetish Republic. Fun. Just wanna, my country's in the green again. And of course it's still 50 turns in order to simulate. So now I'm gonna go over here, and that I've been thrown into another part of the world. Cool. In fact, no, all of this is the same as before. But then, yeah. Overall, looking at the map so far, this running on this one, oh yep, there's definitely a change. Saudi Arabia has annexed southern Iraq. Wonderful. So, oh shit, okay, that is big. Right. Back, Earth, and there's 14k provinces. Winning a war because the enemy forgot about you. Losing the capital somehow. Okay, so they will have updated on the other one. Crimea's independent. Okay, I guess they kind of have a weird in-between now because the Age of History 3 had Crimea listed as Russian. Okay. And, yeah. So, yeah. And then, oh god. Well, you know what, I guess for this one we're gonna have to play as Serbia because yeah, I'm just gonna leave everything like this. Oh god, the actual lag is just, you know what? AI war declaration, just enable making weapons. Everything's off. I'm just gonna start it up. Everything feels extremely laggy. Okay, oh shit. One man army since... Okay, Age of History fans. Alright. Age of Civilizations, well... Okay, 2014, Age of History 2, 2018 was Age of Civilizations. There was Age of Civilizations 2, and then I got renamed to Age of History, so why is Age of Civilizations there if this is just going to be Age of History? AH3, of course, who can't forget that? And then this one, and then, yeah. And then of course we have, Age of History haters. None because I love you. Okay? If I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be doing an actual thing in Serbia, I just wanna explore, because we already see how the gameplay is. We already, in fact, we'll just do, okay, turns are still the same for me. My phone is starting to heat up, but honestly, like, not as much. Eventually, I just left the game and just decided to explore around. The World War II map is still the same, like, it just has the extra provinces that aren't exactly well translated, and I got a bit confused at some of the flags until I realized that it kept the same thing from Age of History 3, where the vassals have the Overlord flag at the top left. And then the recording stopped, and then there was a second recording which I didn't get to record on my mic in, and the Cold War map is literally just a copy paste from the modern road map. And for some reason the Soviet Union, it didn't control its territories, it just had vassals for the other Soviet republics, which felt extremely, that was extremely dumb. I don't know why that happened. And then, yeah, that was basically the whole thing. My whole experience with this game before refunding it, thank God. So, is this worth buying? Well, I already consider vanilla Age of History 2 to not really be worth buying considering there are mods. But this adds a lot of stuff. The problem is, the options are extremely bloated. That was my main criticism of it. Like, after playing it, and then I touched upon it more in the second recording, which didn't have my mic recorded. A lot of those issues can also be found in engine overhaul mods, which I also don't like. But the difference with that is the mods are completely free. Even on PC, because like they at the beginning the developer kind of screwed up the workshop, so everyone just decided to upload it onto their forums. And this one you have to pay for. You can't even really get mods for this because there's like anti-piracy like coded into this. Like there is a cracked version which I'm not going to share here because like, well, the whole thing here was just kind of to show like my thoughts on the game from the perspective of a, like how a beginner would be going into this, and like, yeah, I would honestly like prefer going for one of the mods. But if you're a beginner and you feel like you have to buy something to support the developer, which I can't really say too much about that, I still would not recommend this game because the, how do I say it? There is too much stuff that is added into this game that really does not make much of a difference, but can feel extremely overwhelming. And plus, like, there are issues with other people playing this and then they have worse issues than I did. For me, the main issue was the lag. I want to say this again, I was playing this on a Sony Xperia 1 Mark II, like I do nowadays. And, yeah. It wasn't exactly, like, this is literally just the same game, but I would honestly just stick to just getting the vanilla one, or just, I don't know, downloading a mod. There's always my mod, the Antifa map, if you want, but, yeah, that's really all that I have to say for this video. Happy Republic Day, and, well, I'll see you next time. Hopefully I won't have to touch on Age of History 2 again, or the series in general. Maybe except for my mod, but who knows. Yeah, bye-bye.